Once upon a time, in a small town, there was a hard-working young man named Tim. Tim worked at a grocery store all day and attended classes at night, determined to build a better life for himself. His family was poor, and he was often tired and hungry, but he held on to his dreams, pushing forward despite the odds. One rainy evening, Tim was on his way to his night classes when he saw an elderly woman struggling with her groceries on the sidewalk. She looked cold and weak, and her shopping bags were soaked through from the rain. Without hesitation, Tim approached her and offered to help. He carried her groceries all the way to her modest home, where she thanked him with tears in her eyes. She didn't have money to offer, so instead, she shared a warm bowl of soup and bread with him. After that day, Tim would occasionally stop by to check on the elderly woman, Miss Grace. They built a small friendship. She listened to his dreams, and he shared his ambitions. Despite her limited means, Miss Grace always encouraged him, telling him that he was destined for greatness. Years passed, and Tim eventually graduated and became a successful engineer. Life was hectic, and he lost touch with Miss Grace, although he never forgot her kindness. One day, while at work, he heard about a terrible fire that had destroyed several homes in his old neighborhood, including Miss Grace's. Feeling a pang of guilt, Tim tracked down Miss Grace, now living in a small shelter, frail and alone. Determined to repay her kindness, Tim arranged for her to have a comfortable home and ensured she would never lack care or company again. His heart was full as he remembered her unwavering support during his toughest days. Several years later, Tim faced his own unexpected setback. The company he worked for went bankrupt, leaving him in financial ruin. Struggling with stress and anxiety, he visited Miss Grace, seeking solace. She looked at him with a gentle smile, reminding him that kindness has a way of coming back around. True to her words, Tim's fortunes took a miraculous turn. Out of the blue, he received a job offer from a prestigious firm. The CEO turned out to be none other than a family friend of Miss Grace's, who had heard about Tim's incredible gesture of kindness. That small act of kindness he had shown Miss Grace all those years ago had now come back to him, opening a door he had never imagined.